Hi, welcome to Fore tutorial. Wood Ranch has recently purchased a new tea time management system where our members, you, can make your own tea times online at your convenience. Here is how we're going to go about it. Okay, let's get started. First, you need to bring up your internet browser. As you see, I'm already set my home page as the Wood Ranch Golf Club website. However, if you do not have it, you can open up a new tab. I'll show you how to get to that. Go to the Wood Ranch website. You'll type in www.woodranchgc.com. That'll bring you to your Wood Ranch homepage. To log in as a member, just go down here to the member login, click on that. That'll bring you into your login page. Now to log in, simply for your account number will be just that, your member number. I'll be using Mr. Robotham, our Wood Ranch Men's Board president. So obviously I'll be using his account, but type in member number there. So for example, a 4-digit number, and then your password will simply be your last name. Okay, now that we're in, what this will go to starting November 1st, we'll have a link down here to go straight into the Fore website to make tea times and manage anything you'd like to see about tea times or events or anything like that. You may also go through the Wood Ranch website itself to see events through our event calendar and many other accessories that go on our website. So be sure to stop by the website first to check out anything you may need to know. For now though, another way to access Fore's website is to go to www.foretees, spelled FORETEES.com, and then /Wood Ranch. It'll just say welcome to Fore. It'll send you automatically to the website in a few seconds. If not, feel free to click continue, and that'll pull up the login website. Now the login website, if you ever get to this position, which we will have it set up to where you will be able to go straight into the tea time system and skip this step through our website on Wood Ranch. However, if you do like to log in this way, this is another way to do it as well. The username will be, for anyone, is going to be your 430 dash, and then this is where your member number will come in. So for whatever number you have, 111, whatever number, I'm going to be using Mr. Robotham still to go through as an example. I'm obviously not going to put up his information, but that'll be a way to go about it. So for example, 1111. Now if that's the primary on the account, that'll be the gentleman logging in. Now if the missus on the account would like to log in, she just simply adds a -1 to the end of the username. And the password will be the same for either account, whether it's the Mrs. or Mrs. It is simply just the last name. Okay? Great, so once you log in, it'll welcome you and bring you to the home page here on Fore. As you can see, we have many options to go about, so let's get started. First, the home page here will show you upcoming activities. Anything that's important to know we will be posting here on the welcome members or also on the golf shop news. We also will have upcoming events posted so you can see what is coming up and how you can get there. On the side, we will have current conditions. We will have the golf shop info, phone number, head pro, myself, Austin Peters, Mark, and also Taylor will be on there as well. Links, you'll be able to go to the Wood Ranch homepage, or you'll be able to go to Fore's website just to expand to see what they all offer. Now let's get into making a tea time. As you can see across the top here, we have options to go about. We'll kind of just go right down the line and learn a little bit about each of them. The one that we're going to spend most time on though is tea times. So let's go ahead and go to that. As you click on that or put your mouse above the word tea times, this drop down box will come down. Now if you click on the first one, make, change, or view tea times, go ahead and click on that. It'll take us into this page here. As you see this page, it shows you today is Monday, October 8th. It shows you in the green which days are open to making a tea time. So it should just be 2 days out, just like we've always been, and we also have a lottery for the weekend. Now let's go ahead and make a tea time for Wednesday. Let's go ahead and click on the 10. That'll bring up that day. As you can see, we're not open. This hasn't been used yet, so all these tea times are available. We'll just say that Mr. Robotham would like to make a tea time at 11:03. So now, once you click on the 11:03, that brings you up into the tea time. As you can see, I'm logged in under John Robotham, so that is the first player that comes up, automatically sets him as his tea time. To go through this a little bit, you see you have a limited time to set up the tea time, otherwise it will be lost and you'll have to refresh and come back into the system to make the tea time. It shows here the date, just to confirm to make sure you are on the right day, 10/10. That's the Wednesday we are looking for at 11:03 a.m. Now you can simply go through this. You'll see this name list here. That automatically pulls up your partner list, and I'll go over that here shortly. But your partners are the players right here. You can set up a partner list with the players you normally play with. So let's say Mr. Robotham typically plays with Mr. Abish, Mr. Costley, Mr. Dahl, all these gentlemen here. He'll have that set up already in his partner list. I'll show you how to go about doing that later on in this feature. But if there's another guest that's on here, another member that's on here that he likes to play with, that's not part of his partner list, maybe he doesn't play with as often, you can simply go over here and search by the last name. Say the last name starts with a P. You can go in here and find there's Mr. Ken Packard. We're playing with John Robotham. All you have to do is double click on that person right there. Adds him to the player list. Simple as that. You can always go back to the partner list if that's the rest of the players you're going to add are going to be on there, to make it simple for you that way. But you always have the option of searching by last name as well. You also have an option here with the member to be determined. Let's say you know you're going to have a full foursome, but you're not sure who the other two players are. You can simply hit the X button to fill in the last two spots. However, if you do that, note that those X's will be dropped once the 24-hour mark reaches outside of your tea time. That way the spots open back up for members who are looking to come out. Maybe I have a single that wants to join a group, doesn't want to play by himself. He can see this. He signs up 24 hours outside of the tea time. He'll see that there's only 2 players there, and then he can join them and play with them that way. But if you do make the tea time 48 hours out, so you're not sure who you're going to be, you have to make a couple phone calls quick, you can simply block those off as the X's and then come back into it maybe a couple hours later after making the tea time and fill in with the rest of those names. Now let's say you do that, you can submit your change, it'll go in, or submit the request to make the tea time, it'll go in, make the tea time for you, come back in. If you erase these names, simply just go right next to the player there, hit the erase button. It takes both of them off, or whoever, even if say Mr. Ken Packard is no longer going to play as well, you can take him off. You can add on different players, okay, anything like that. Let's say for this instance, we're going to add on a guest. If you can, head down here to the guest types. You'll see right down here, let's say it's a junior, maybe it's a junior guest, a twilight guest. We asked, pick accordingly to that. If you are playing in twilight hours, you can put on a twilight guest. The most common guest, however, is going to be your member guest. We'll just click on that. This guest registration card will come up. If you'd like, you can simply just fill out the names here, whoever it's going to be. Let's just use, for example, myself. I did register as a guest, but you would simply just type in names here, whoever that one may be. And like I said, I'm just going to use my name, so we just click on the guest there. It'll automatically send that person into into being into that slot. Now, as you do put a guest in, they don't have a set transportation mode because they are not a normal player. So all you have to do, we can go in here and either select golf cart, push cart, or walking. So either of those, let's say the rest of the group's riding, so chances are Mr. Peters will be riding as well. We'll put that right there, and then you can make a note to the pro saying guest will be on my account for John Roboff. Alright, we ask that you do that. That way it'll make things easier when you check in. You can get the guest registered much quicker and enjoy the experience for your guests as well. Or you can leave any other notes to the pro in here, anything you want to tell the pro shop before checking in. That way we have something to reference and we can try to meet your needs as best we can. So there's that simple thing right there. As you see, we're just about ready to run out of time, so let's go ahead and submit this request by clicking here. It'll ask, are you sure that's your players? Yes, it is. It says your request has been processed. If you look back on, it'll take you back to the tee sheet now, and as you can see right here, we have the tee time made. Simple as that. Alright, if we head back to our home, you can simply log out, tee time is made, and worry free from here on. Now let's say that you'd like to go back into that tee time and cancel it. Alright, a couple ways you can go about doing it is going to the make, change, or view tee times and going through the same process you just did, going to the 10th, going down to that, that 11:03 tee time, clicking on there. It brings up this button here, or you can simply go back to tee times, go to my tee time list. They'll ask you, sure you want to leave this page. You won't be there at that point, but as you go to tee time list, it'll bring up all the tee times that are under your name. So since I'm logged in under Mr. Robotham, it has his 11:03 tee time right there that he's looking for. Alright, so I can click on the same thing, click on that 11:03. It'll bring up the tee time. I can simply go into the exact same setting I had before. The only button that's changed is now I have the cancel tee time. You can add in maybe a different player. Let's say Mr. Dahl is no longer going to play, but Mr. Manning is. You can simply put that right there. He gets put into the spot. You can submit the change if that's all the change you want to do. Or if in this case you want to cancel the tee time, simply hit cancel. It'll ask, are you sure you want to cancel everybody? If that's the case, then hit continue. If not, you hit return. You can go through and erase the people that aren't playing. Maybe it's just me that's not going to play. Once you hit erase me, you can submit the changes and then go from there. But if you are going to cancel everybody, cancel the whole tee time, hit that button, hit continue, and it'll cancel the tee time for you. Alright, so then it goes back to this, says you currently have no other tee times. If we would go in and look at that 10th, October 10th, we'll see if we scroll down to the 11:03, it's in fact being an open tee time. So that is a way to go about canceling or changing your tee time. Alright, now let's cover a few of your other options while using the 14 system. If you'd like, you can sign up at events right up here by clicking on the events button. It'll bring up a list of events that we have upcoming. Obviously we haven't launched the system yet, so we don't have any events in the system at the moment, but if we did, you'd be able to see them right here and sign up for them and view information on them as well. On to the next tab, lessons. If you'd like to sign up for a lesson, you can do either individual lessons, group lessons. You can even view the professional bios. Right now we haven't had anything set up yet because we haven't launched the system quite yet. So let's say you do want to do an individual lesson. You can go here, select one. Say you'd like to select myself for half-hour lesson, 45-minute lesson. Doesn't matter. You can select either of those. Click whatever you'd like. As you select one of these, it'll bring up the date right here. You'll be able to select which date you'd like to do it on. As you select the date, it'll bring up basically my my lesson sheet, and it'll have days that are days that are blocked off according to times, and with times that I am available and times that I'm not available. So you'll be able to set something like that up. Once you have all that squared away, it'll be simple to set up a lesson that way. Alright. Another option is search. Let's say you want to search for another member's tea time. He invited you. He's like, yeah, come on, go ahead and sign up with me. I only have 3. You can simply go in here, go to search, type in, let's say, for example, Mr. Costly has a threesome that he wants to join. So we'll type in Costly. Alright, there it is. Hit search. And there's no tea time right now for Mr. Costly, but if there was, it would pop up right here, just as if you saw it on when you made My Tea Times. It's a very similar page to that. It will pull up right here showing that Mr. Costly maybe has 3 players and 1 spot open that Mr. Robotham is looking to join. He can go to that, click on the time, which would be shown right here, and go ahead and join that tea time. Now he won't be able to take off players or remove players because the tea time is made by Mr. Costly and that is saved under him, but there will be that 1 spot open in which he can join. Alright. You can also look at your past tea times throughout the year and even since the beginning of us using this system. Another option you can have is you can email. This is kind of a nice little feature. Don't have someone's email, or we'll have all of the emails. If you go to the settings, obviously, and add your email, we'll have all the emails for all the members in here. You'll be able to send an email out to any particular member. Maybe he's asking if they'd like to join you for a tea time, join you to go out and play, any other little inquiries you'd like to do there. It'd be one nice way to help bring our membership together to make it much more easy to communicate with each other. Now to the partner list. This list right here, if you click on that, this pulls up your most common players. Now this will not automatically be set. We do have some players in here because we were learning ourselves how to use the system, so there are a few in here already set up. But let's just say that you start from a blank sheet, just like you would as you log in. There'll be no players right here. Alright, it'll be set up just like that. You can go over here to this list. So let's go ahead and add her to the list. I missed a click there. By clicking right there, adds her to his most common playing partner list. That works out very simple like that. Now let's go ahead and you can, like I said, you can search through, you can scroll, find players that you normally play with, or if you know of a few off the top of your head. Now let's say Mr. Costly is one of those. We'll simply click on him there by typing him into the name search list. You can also look up different names. I know a few of the players that play with Mr. Robotham, so I'll just type in a couple here. Mr. So, just a few other, and like I said, you can make your list as big as you'd like. You can change the order. You can alphabetize it. There's lots of different options to setting up a player list, a partner list, excuse me. Once you're done with that, there's no save button. It automatically keeps it just like that for you. You can set up a guest list as well, or you can go back to the home page. We'll just go back to the home page. We're done with the partner list. All done there. On to the next spot up here, you can go to handicaps. You'll be able to post a score and view your handicap through this system. And then, like I said at the beginning, going to settings, make sure you fill out all that information so you have good contact information for you, so that the pro shop and pro staff and anyone here can get in contact with you if we need to grab some information from you or let you know of something that's upcoming, or maybe you ordered a shirt and let you know the shirt is in as well. So make sure you give us all that information there, being a good email, phone, and then you'll be able to set up the rest of your site to kind of tailor to your needs as well. Alright, and that is our Fore tea time management system. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. As always, you'll be able to call the pro shop to make a tee time through them. They'll be able to set one up for you as well. However, if maybe they're not open, it's outside shop hours. Often we do have tournaments playing. Sometimes you can't reach someone in the pro shop. Feel free to head online here, and you'll be able to make a tee time and see all the daily activities or upcoming events that will be going on. Thank you, and have a good time.